Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Virginia Cavaliers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cavaliers will kick it off to get us underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the handoff. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Now on first down from the 43. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Chambers. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
Yeah, I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Godet. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the...
He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Looking downfield. It's Blade. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
They'll go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Wants to return it. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Leaves it with the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Play action. Swings it out to his running back. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
Dropping back, it's Chambers. Makes the catch. It's Godet. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to fire on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Got the quick completion. At the 45 on his way. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Blade. They'll run the screen. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now third and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Snap in the shotgun. Using the quick game. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Chambers. Makes the grab, it's Gaudet. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw for it. They're working that left side. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Steps away. It's complete to the right. Slithers into space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Here comes Clemson with another first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Gets it out quickly. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Moving away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Makes the catch. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. Now adjusting. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Just keep slinging it. He's got it on the run. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's inside the 40, the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Cavaliers. The defense putting points on the board.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up 14 over West Virginia. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Handoff to the lone back. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Makes the grab. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. To the air, it's Chambers. He's taking the shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process us. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Cavaliers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Blade. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. Breaks into the open. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Cavaliers have this offense rolling. Wide receiver going in motion, making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Blade. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's got him. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws, they're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. He did not make get a stone ball on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Dropping back, it's Chambers. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab on the big throw. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Clemson. And that one will give them the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Ali. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Complete on the comeback. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And the Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Fleming.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Touch pass on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
And the Cavaliers have their offense in high gear. The pull and throw off the RPO. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to throw it again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Blade. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Makes a man miss. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tigers are at the line, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The play action fake. Extending the play. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Trying to take it back. And they'll drive for a good return on the interception.
But what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. To throw, it's Slade. Now he's going to break the pocket. Strong, firm tackle. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He wants to change this route. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Ali. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going deep. It's complete. And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Dropping back, it's Slade. Quick strike complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and they take the lead. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Terry. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
That's caught. It's Godet. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs